Yo, 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 party people. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I can't quite believe it. We are back. Just turning my microphone on so I can hear myself. Can we just double, triple check that we've got all systems working accordingly? The reason I asked that is I've been out of the studio. I've been up to Blackpool, been to the Play Expo, which was epic. That was great. Went with Mark Felgate, writer of the movie. So the amazing Ken up there. Dave, you know I'm talking to you too. Chris from Games You Loved. Andy from Replay Events, organiser of Play Expo. We're going to have some Play Expo stuff in the news. But you want to know, if you're new, what the hell is going on? What am I looking at? This is Way of the Exploding Show. A great show that comes out, well, I would say every Sunday. It's supposed to be, but I've had the last 3 Sundays off, which is very unlike me, team, isn't it? We're playing the UK Garage playlist, which is why I'm getting rather excited. This tune is about to drop. Let's sit back and listen to this. Feel free on this Friday of Sunday to get your groove on. I'm Jason Bradbury, and this is Way of the Exploding Show, people. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Woo! Great to be here. Coming to you live and direct from a VHS and Betamax copying facility somewhere near Kings Winford. Yes, Floof Monkey, you total legend. Floof Monkey subscribed. Big up the Floof Meister in chat, please. I'm giving you GG's. Why not? All the subs are hugely appreciated. All the bits, all the love, all the follows, whatever, we don't mind. DJ JB in the house, Prof Charles. Prof Charles, how's it going in your new job? Is it good? Let us know. You don't have to give us details. Just let us know that all is good and that it's meeting with your expectations. Hello, Sahil C, Fluff Z, Robert Mitchell Jenkins. These are the Instagrammers. Hey, Twitch, say hello to Instagram. YouTube, say hello to Twitch. Twitch, say hello to X. We are multicasting. The show goes out on multiple platforms at the same time. It's supposed to trigger a cool video effect. It ain't working. We don't care. I'll do it manually. What a tune, man. I love it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, worked it out. Yay. It's Friday. It's Sunday, guys. Come on, man. Get it right. Jesus Christ. Do you know what that is? It's because... Jan Blends, how you doing? It's because I do a radio show, don't I, on a Friday for Street Sounds. And it's the same vibe. It's loud music. It's the same setup. It's my headphones. It's my mic. And so I keep saying Friday. Jan Blends, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Good evening, tall man with glasses. Loving what you've been doing with the movie poster. Oh, look, you don't need me to tell you. I'm talking about Control AI Delete, ladies and gentlemen, which, of course, is the movie that this here stream is sponsored by. And I may have just noticed Puddy Cat subscribing for 20 months. Good grief. How huge is that? Thank you so much. Well, I'm absolutely flattered. What a great way to start the show. What an amazing way to start the show. Ah, there's a lock on it. Let's unlock it. No, it still doesn't work. We'll just click it with the mouse instead. I think we need to reinstall the old Elgato Stream Deck. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Loads of cool stuff coming up. Right, in the news this evening, what have we got? Loads of info from Play Expo. Just some random picks. Random picks coming in. Wow, that really is in a weird position. There you go. There's a nice image, look. A kind of time-lapse of the peeps coming in. We need to move that, don't we? It looks a bit weird. Time-lapse of people coming into the venue. There is someone you might recognise. Yours truly. That's Fleet Monkey took that, I think. That's me on my A7S III Sony, which is a very capable camera for capturing cinematic footage on the go. Yeah. But, I mean, used in very many movies. Movies like The Creator, for example, was all shot on the A7S III. It's a really good... oh, you need to see that picture, don't we? It's a really good camera, but obviously it's not quite as posh as the one that we use. God, these pictures are going everywhere. I really need to make my mind up where I'm going to put them. The very capable Ronin 4D, is it? D4? I always get it wrong, that we use for the actual movie. Anyway, loads of footage was gotten. Awesome. I can show you some here, actually. Okay, so I'm going to talk in the background of this. Instagram, forgive me. Hi there. Galvin, how you doing, buddy? Adity OG Swarm 1I99. Ali G 1977. I'd say Twitch is probably the best if you want to join us. The Glenn, one with N, is someone else on Instagram. East Starley UK, great to see you. Eat a lot of food has just joined us from Instagram too. What you're watching right now is an intentionally repeating video of a sequence from the movie using some footage from the show. What I'm trying to do is introduce people, the opening of the fictional expo event in our movie by using the real opening of an actual retro gaming expo event, which happened, as you know, up in Blackpool last weekend. But what I need to try and do is maybe, what do you think? Do I need to disguise the identities of those people a bit more, do you think? It's a lovely effect though, isn't it? You get the vibe? Didn't it, Floof Monkey? It's quite funny, me and Ken, otherwise known as Tiny Devil Games, they look good. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you. Floof Monkey and Ken both walked in, saw us behind the camera, went, hi! Which is really funny. Yeah, it came out well, didn't it? Hello, John UK Japan. I've got it on a loop right now. Like that, good. That's passed the test. Got some footage here. I'll keep it over me because people on Instagram. Are you watching in vertical? I think you are. I'm talking to the likes of Fury33, Red Lister 1000, Phil Bacon 71. People that are just joining on Instagram, if you want a full widescreen experience of this show, so you don't see my arms flap, so you can see my arms flapping about, then you need to go over to Twitch, or you can watch on YouTube or on X, whatever your platform of choice. This footage was lent to me, care of the brilliant Chris at Games You Loved, ladies and gentlemen, at Games You Loved, at Games You Loved. Make sure you're following him on Insta and on X. He's a lovely man and was instrumental to the Kickstarter success of the movie, which I can't show you the URL to because the blooming Elgato thing is not working. But yeah, this is footage. Now, I've done an exclusive voiced version of this footage, actually, for the Patreon subscribers for the Gadget Show podcast. The Gadget Show podcast is now in full swing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to move it to the left now. You had enough of that Instagram. Everyone else can see it in the widescreen. Yeah, the Gadget Show podcast is in full swing for the pre-Christmas series. Now we're on about episode 3. I'm recording the next episode. Might be the 3rd episode, actually. Tomorrow morning with Susie at 9 a.m. So you'll get it, I'm guessing, tomorrow or Tuesday, maybe. There's going to be more. Yeah, that timeout cab is delicious, isn't it, Stuart? you're going to be getting more exclusive Patreon footage. Tallman, did you get the exclusive footage? Did you get this footage but with my vocal guide to it and a few more extra pictures? Let me know. iQuail, good evening. Welcome to the show. If you're new, you are all very welcome to Way of the Exploding Show, which normally goes out on a Sunday, although we've missed a few recently. What's that? Oh, yeah. Where we're going to do some news now. We're in the middle of the news, actually. We're also going to do a quiz in about 20 minutes. It's called Way of the Exploding Quiz, and it is super cool. Loads of great retro questions, anything related to the 80s and 90s. That's what we do, ladies and gents. So there you are, looking around the show. I'm not going to give you a voiceover guide to it because that is only available to the Patreon subscribers. So there you go. Yeah, they do have an arcade warehouse, JM. I don't know how retro it is, though. Good. Stuart, good. I need to sort that. We're going to get onto it. I promise you. Okay. So there we go. You get the idea. This is Play Expo in all its glory. Well done to the team for putting on an amazing show. It was brilliant. It was really, really good to be up there. Okay, so... Right, so let's have a little look at some more news. Oh yeah. I've been doing something of a photo shoot this week, working on new footage. New footage. I'll turn that sound off. And pictures for my website, folks. And I thought I'd share it with the gang just because it's quite interesting. We were trying to recreate the effect of the graphics inside a VR helmet, and so we used some slow shutter speed, sort of object persistence stuff, which you can see there. And I'm there with the camera team, the photographer, actually two photographers, talking about using a little LED light to whiz around and make some cool in-camera effects. You can see there, I'm not sure how clear it is, but you can see the effect. I'll just spin it over to the middle so that our Insta crowd can see it. Otherwise, you won't know what I'm talking about. Hello to Instagram. Mac81, Ian Mallinson, Andrew Brearley, Drew 71, Rob Bazman, Gary Charles, Wham Janet, Philip Coyle 399. I really enjoyed the Rubber Keyed Wonder show you were on, says Sahilzi. It really brought back a lot of memories on my Spectrum 48. Yes, vertical Galvin of Aztec Therm. Yeah, thank you so much, Sahilzi. I really enjoyed the Rubber Key Wonder, and I think it's a great documentary that really does justice to the whole era of what Sinclair created. All right. There was a Sinclair thing. Just bear with me a second. Ah, yeah. I've remembered. This evening's clickbait, ladies and gentlemen. This evening's clickbait title for this show. Can anyone remember it? I think it's something like It Was an 80s Deathtrap The. This is my attempt to just draw in some new people by asking little clickbaity questions and titles and things like that in, the X and YouTube or Instagram subject title. Yeah. And what I want to do is make sure that I come back to them each time, and that's where my mind was going when we were talking about Sinclair. It is, of course, the Sinclair C5. The Sinclair C5 was perceived by many, including the AA, who made a quote that was quoted in a newspaper of the time in about 85, as a death trap. I'm just trying to find the quote in there if I can, but I'm not sure if I can. Anyway, they said it was a death trap, and definitely going downhill, Bruise 93, the Sinclair C5, the recumbent tricycle that it is, was definitely dodgy. Surely that would be the Lament configuration, says Numpty McNumpty Face. Look, it's the three wheels, and when you go at speed round a roundabout, and as you know I have one, it's normally down there, it is absolutely deadly. So it's definitely a death trap. I just want to do clickbait that actually has a result and that I refer to. So there we go. What else have we got? Oh yeah, a story that came from my Discord, this one, which is really interesting. So for those of you who are new, we've got a Discord, a really good Discord. It's really well attended now, actually. It really is rather brilliant. And everyone on board often talks about music and 80s related gadgets, games, and this show within the Way of the Exploding Show Discord. If someone would be kind enough, as always, to pop up the link to the Discord on whatever platform you can. It'd be good to get it on Twitch. Bruce93 and Number to Face talking about Sir Clive Sinclair. Yeah, so the news is about MTV. Just bear with me. And that is that MTV, in the pure sense of a video service, a continuous music video service, is ending in the UK. They're going to carry on with some of their reality stuff, but as a provider of continuous music videos, that portion of MTV is now stopping. According to the BBC, MTV, the world's first 24-hour music broadcaster, is to stop showing rolling pop videos. It's a good way of articulating it in the UK after almost 40 years. Thanks, Ken, for popping the Discord link into Twitch. Anyone else watching right now on another platform, you could pop along to Twitch and grab that, or if someone else could pop it into YouTube or X or Instagram, that would be great. After almost 40 years, it's closing 5 channels at the end of the year. MTV Music, MTV 80s, MTV 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live will stop all broadcasting. All of them will stop broadcasting after the 31st of December. Wow. That's quite something, isn't it? Amazing, isn't it? And someone in chat has written, I'll just go, I've lost it now. I was going to try and find it. The internet killed the video star that previously killed the radio star, says Jan Brenz. I like that. I love that. The internet killed the video star that previously killed the radio star. Middle-aged gamer guy UK. I think it's sad that MTV hasn't been the MTV we know and love for donkey's years. Well, I hope you know and love it, middle-aged gamer guy, because I know how fond you are of the quiz, and there may well be, a little bird tells me, a question relating to MTV in this week's Way of the Exploding quiz. Being able to go to YouTube and see whatever videos you want just made the music channels pretty irrelevant, says Bruce93. They could have adapted. I think really they did, Flute Monkey. I think they did adapt, because I think that's, you know, that's where their reality TV stuff comes in. Now, I'm not a big reality TV kind of guy. I'll just whack this over there so I can read it. But I understand that they've had major hits. I'm trying to get a list of their reality TV hits. I can't find it. Yeah, no, I can't find a list. Let's have a look. I'll just do this. Just bear with me. I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. List MTV's reality TV shows. Have a look. I reckon this will be quite a long list. The Real World. Oh yeah, I remember that. Road Rules. Crossover with The Challenge. MTV Cribs. Oh my God. Remember MTV Cribs? That's incredible. Punk'd. Laguna Beach. The Real Orange County. The Hills. The City, which is a spin-off from The Hills. Catfish, the TV show. X on the Beach. That's EX. X on the Beach. Are You the One? Double Shot at Love. Help, I'm in a secret relationship. Caught in the Act, Unfaithful. Anyway, so I don't know very many of those. I know a few. Obviously MTV Cribs. The Real World's very, very famous. Interesting, isn't it? That's fascinating, actually. So they did diversify to a certain extent, but just maybe not in the way that we possibly expected. Fleef Monkey says sorry, I've said that. John UK mentions, good point, that they miss Celebrity Deathmatch. Do you remember that? Was it Plasticine, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. MTV2 was on non-stop in my flat until the early 2000s, says Duncan. We'll soon be able to watch non-stop AI starring ourselves and our friends anyway. Oh, we already can via the new Sora app. How well said, Stuart. Has anyone played with Sora? As you probably know, I'm a big advocate of Veo 3. When I say advocate, I use it in a business context. I'm not necessarily an advocate of these AI services, actually. I just have to use them by necessity. But the Sora stuff has really, it's gone absolutely bananas, isn't it? There is a kind of, what do they call that stuff? Is it brain rot? There's almost a new genre that a lot of them are into on the old Twitch, the old TikTok. And it's, it's scrolling through sort of ridiculous stuff, like, animals morphing into people, morphing into cars, and just absolutely crazy doppelgangers of well-known people doing bonkers stuff. Yeah, is that what you're referring to, Stuart? It's interesting. I loved MTV, says Iquel. As a kid later on, I'd have Kerrang, Scuzz, LMTV2 on constantly. Casey Neistat does a video, doesn't he, about Sora. Is that the one where Casey Neistat and his production team are all talking about how that's it, it's all over? Is that the one that you're talking about, where they basically resign? Tallman is replying to that saying, yes, I saw it. Kooky Chatbot Dev, great to see you back in chat. Non-stop catfishing cribs made me turn off years ago. So not for everyone, it would seem. Got to find my mouse and get over to Instagram. Hello, Instagram. If you've just joined, welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. We go out most Sundays. I'd say every Sunday. In fact, I'm going to go back to saying every Sunday. All right. Otherwise, it's going to get really, really confusing. And yeah, we're all about pop culture from the 80s and 90s, be it modern new takes on old stuff or brand new stuff. I'm trying to find my little wide alert. You see, when my Q buttons don't work, it all goes horribly wrong. It's no problem. Yeah, one of the things that we're covering this week is MTV. It seems that everyone's got an MTV story. It was incredible, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. Anyway, as I said, there is a question in this week's quiz, which is coming up very, very shortly about that. Kooky Chatbot, I played with Sora. They removed the ability to use celebrities. And now pretty much any image with a real person in it gets rejected. Okay, can I ask you, I'm really interested to know. They definitely got rid of that when they first released Sora, Kooky Chatbot Dev. But what's happened is in the last 2 weeks or so, a new version of Sora has been dropped, and it's given rise, I think, to a massive deluge of famous-faced doppelganger AI videos. Are you saying that within the last sort of few days that has been clamped down on, or are you referring to the first purge of celebrity faces? I'm really interested to know, because it did surprise me. I was very aware that this was a kind of opening of the celebrity face floodgates. Bring back the web review, says Mr. E74. That is so funny. So funny. That's so cool, man. That was a show I used to do. I can't remember the name of the lady I used to do it with. Maybe you could help me out. I'd love to know her name. She was absolutely brilliant. And it was when the internet was brand new, way before the Gadget Show. It was a late night show at about 10 o'clock, I think, or midnight or something, on ITV, I think. And I used to review websites, talk about this new website does this and that, and it's got this new technology called Shockwave, and you can play a game on it, and there's a hidden area, or it's a review show site, or it's a new site where you can watch videos. It's called YouTube. How about that, Mr. E74? Absolutely brilliant stuff. Love it. Noel James, 63, Rich T, 27, Fuse, TP Tech UK, TPB Tech UK, Lloyd Davidge, so many of you, Big Tony, Phosphor, Delicious Again, Peter, Jason Bed, Beyonce, 2003, Your Brother's Sci-Fi, Bird Flip Skate. Hey, Bird Flip Skate, love you guys. Loved your video where you did a big thank you to everyone the other day. I watched that, and I felt they're thanking me for my brilliant idea that I gave you, which I know you acknowledged, to put a miniature skate ramp inside a van and skate while the van drives around. Wicked. Have a look at Bird Flip Skate, at Bird Flip Skate on Instagram. Really cool bunch of guys with a lovely vibe, a nice peaceful vibe, positive energy, regarding skate culture. I met them at a show. S. Fairthorne, Ads Webster, Mather and Steve, great to see you. So here's Duncan. There's a funny hypocrisy of a film about AI being out of control, yet AI helps in the development of it. Yeah, well, I absolutely, AI will eat itself, bro. More of an ironic juxtaposition, says Floof Monkey, sounding like me when I was doing my film essays at uni. Kooky chatbot dev, yes. You can't do any of the Michael Jackson, Stephen Hawking's videos. They only get a real person in the video to describe the person via text. Wow, that's really interesting. So it's a new thing. They added sensors a few days ago. I'm not surprised. It's too restrictive now, as you can't include people. And so the characters it creates have no consistency. Yeah. The Michael Jackson stuff went absolutely nuts. I was going to mention the Stephen Hawking stuff, some of which is really funny, but some of which is a bit cruel, a bit insensitive. And I believe that Robin Williams as well was subject to AI video content. Yeah, people kind of ruin, they ruin it, don't they? By being insensitive, and but also some of it's utterly hilarious. Yeah. Vono Box now following. Nice to see you, Vono Box. Welcome. I feel slightly disarmed by not being able to just click my stuff. I've got so many videos, you see, because I don't clear out the cache. I leave them all in over the weeks. I now can't find a news sticker. No, that's not it. Nah, I can't find it. I'm not going to bother. Anyway, welcome. We're the Exploding Show. What time are we on? We're almost at past. We have covered so far the death of the rolling videos on MTV in the UK as of December. It's gone. I've shared with you one picture from thousands of a new photo shoot that I've done, which is going to see to me upgrading my website, which is quite cool. But more importantly, loads and loads of footage from Play Expo, which is the inspiration for the movie at the center of this stream, our sponsor, ControlAI-Delete.net, and loads of really cool arcade machines via the brilliant Chris from Games You Loved. Now, though, I would trigger the quiz sting. It now works. What's going on? Good. This is what you came for. If you're just joining on Instagram, welcome. You can find this S. Fairthorne. You can find us on Twitch, on X, and on YouTube right now. Claire Gann. Hello, Claire. Scott Edwards, YouTube, just joined us. And came him at home. I just can't. I can't often read these names, but anyway, you're very welcome whether you're watching us on YouTube, X, Instagram, or the brilliant Twitch. It's great to have you with us. Right, welcome to Where the Exploding Quiz. This is how it works. This is the second part of the show. I ask a bunch of questions about 80s, 90s culture. Could be modern, could be retro. I give you 4 possible answers. You've got to choose which one you think is right, and then you write that answer in chat, right? Not A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. An approximation of the answer. You then remember what you said, and then at the end, we go back and we roll through it, saying what we've got out of 10, which makes sense when you do it, and it gets really, really exciting. It's a test of your retro knowledge. It's a test of how much you remember from those brilliant decades, the 80s and the 90s. It's a lot of fun. And sometimes, quite regularly, we get 10 out of 10 as people, which is quite incredible to me. Blows my mind. Each week, though, I do try my best to outwit you. So here we go. First question in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz. There we go. And here it is. Name the host of MTV Most Wanted 1992 to 95. Ray Coates, Elvis Costello, Richard O'Brien, or Russell Brand. Now, if you know the answer to this, just put it in. Don't embellish. It's really important that you don't say, that's easy, it's obviously this. Let people play the game. That's all I would say, okay? So, we're popping over to Instagram, having a look who's with us. Tom Warmington has just joined. Ed Hawks has also joined. I'm not giving any love to YouTube and X because I hadn't clicked my aggregated stream, and I shall now. Everyone answering the question. Name the host of MTV Most Wanted. Hi, Eds. How you doing? Eds, good to see you, buddy. Sorry, you must think I'm really, really rude not acknowledging your presence just yet. I've just clicked onto the multiple chat, and up pops Psychic Janet. Hello, Janet. Great to see you. Great to see you. And Rob H as well. They're all there. They've all been there all along. My regulars on YouTube and X. Okay. That's question number 1 in tonight's quiz. If you just joined, dive in. You're not too late. Dave Stewart is from which band? Come on. This is a gift of a question. Depeche Mode, Eurythmics, Yazoo, or Spandau Ballet? When you answer, just answer. Don't try and sell it to other people. Let them make their mistake or correct answer. That's the fun of the quiz. Yo, Vonobox, how you doing? First time chat. Big shout out on Twitch. Darth Fargle, you too. Nice to have you with us. Lovely to see some new names. I love it. Okay. Looks like question number 2 has hit the right notes. Phosphor joining in. Two and Rue, who is over on Instagram, along with Gunnar Sinclair. That's a great name. Gunnar Sinclair. Great. And Jack Obb. Right, let's have a look at question number 3 in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz, folks. Which EastEnders character shot Phil Mitchell in the infamous 2001 storyline where he got shot? Was it Zoe Slater? Was it Lisa Shaw? Was it Steve Owen? Or was Pat Evans to blame? I've brought the old fluorescent tube, it's actually an LED, a little bit closer because I can never see it. Next to the SH101, look, there it is, the SH101, beautifully lit by a piece of 80s lighting architecture. How nice is that? What do we think, folks, to the new merch? This is the merch that I'm doing with my son Jackson, otherwise known as Res Hex. Big shout out to Res Hex if you're here. This is the new t-shirt. I'll go forward so you can read it. Can you read it? There you go. And then on the back, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Go a little bit further down. Hang on. Yeah, this is what the back looks like. This isn't an ad break. I just thought I'd show you the new t-shirt. Okay. There it is. I'm going to do a proper unveiling when it's all ready to go and ready to sell. But this is what we're looking at, and I hope you like it. It's like a kind of cool graphic statement. It's in the style of a kind of off-white style thing, you know. That's why we've used my favourite font, Helvetica. Right, okay, so you've put down your answers to question 3. Is that right? Yeah. We're going to go to question number 4. Name the fictional newspaper published by the characters in Press Gang, which, of course, was on our screens from 1989 to 93. Can you believe that old Julius Wahala and Dexter Fletcher were on our screens all that time ago, 89 to 93. Good grief. But what was the newspaper? The fictional newspaper that their characters were publishing. Was it the Junior Gazette? Was it School Times? Was it Chester Weekly? Was it School Days, spelled with a Z? Lightfoot. Oh, have I said that right? George Smith. That's an easier one to say, isn't it? Danny Sale have all joined us on the old Insta. Hello to everyone, whether you be on X watching this show right now live, on YouTube where it's also live, like John May. Great to see John. Psychic Janet, Rob H, or over on X. Have we got Phil Hoy anywhere? Is there a Phil Hoy in the house? I know there's an Eds over on X. So, you've all popped your answers in there for the 4th question in this evening's Rad Quiz. Rad Quiz. Way of the Exploding Quiz. Oh. Right, so question number 5, here we go. Who produced Pete Burns' tune You Spin Me Around Like a Record? Was that a production of Stock, Aitken and Waterman? Was it a Daniel Miller production, a Tony Visconti production, or maybe it was produced by Trevor Horn? Trevor Horn. X Bruce Dog X has just joined us. Nelson 7. Nigel Pond. It's a good tune, this, isn't it? That bass. Nice. Oh, it's great to be back. I've really missed doing this, folks. I so love doing this show. It's brilliant. I love the system that we've developed over the years, really, with the questions, the news up front, your interaction, the aggregated comments. I really love it. The auto cue thing that we've evolved here. It's just great. So much fun. Hope you still enjoy it. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you for the last few weeks. Just been so busy. Okay, question number 5 is done. We're going to move to question number 6. Which of these bands is Trevor Horn famous for producing? Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Rick Astley, Erasure, or Pet Shop Boys? It's not easy. It can't be easy. Otherwise, it's no fun. Ross Downer is with us. Yes, Nelson 7. You are halfway through the quiz, but just do half the quiz, bruh. Just do half the quiz. What's better than no quiz, my friend? Half a quiz. Hey, let's just move this down. Okay. I've been missing all your comments on Twitch. I can see you now. Let's pop that down there. Just save my back a little bit. That's question number 6. Lanzarote Singer, how are you, fella? How's Lanzarote? Are you still singing out there, my friend? Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out. Vonobox has just subscribed. Thank you so much. That means so much to me, dude. Or dudette. I really appreciate that. That is so incredibly cool of you. Epic. So much appreciation going on right now. Thank you so much. Means an absolute huge amount, actually. Thank you so much. It's really, really brilliant to have you on board. And with that, great news. We're going to go to question number 7 in this evening's quiz. Nice to meet you, dude. I never seen you look like this without a reason. Now, that is actually the actual lyric, even though it's not grammatically correct. Big Country, Duran Duran, Tracy Chapman, or Culture Club. Does that sound like a lyric from any of those groups? That's the question on the cards right now. I never seen you look like this without a reason. The Posh Pheasant, nice to have you on board. No, Nelson, you answer in chat. Yeah, you answer in chat. You just write it in there. You don't have to worry. Everyone answers in chat. You'll see it works. And then we go back and then we come through them and we ask you whether you said the right answer or not based on what the correct answers are as I reveal them. It all makes sense. So whack it in there, my friend. Whack it in there. Yeah, you're a bit late, but it doesn't matter. Question number 8 coming up right now. What instrument was used for the signature sound of Big Country? Bagpipes, guitar, electric guitar, or synthesizer? What instrument was used for the signature sound of Big Country? Bagpipes, guitar, electric guitar, or synthesizer? We've got a hype train incoming, ladies and gentlemen. Still, after years doing this, no idea what that means. I just know it's good. We've got a hype train. I don't know how we're supposed to add the hype. Maybe we could just type stuff. Let's just type stuff. Let's say word up. Okay, that's a nice 80s phrase. Word up. Type word up in chat, everyone. Let's see if we can get this hype train, whatever it might be, going. Hype, 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 says John UK Japan. Is that a better thing to type? I don't know. I've no idea. Sub, gift, or cheer to level up. Oh, I see. Ah, all right. So maybe typing doesn't do much. Okay. Fair enough. Right, let's have a look. Instagram. Oh, my mouse is not going across. I've got so many screens. That word up, says Phosphor. And Nelson, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Instagram. It's actually only a Twitch thing, but it's really cool that you did that. It's really cool. Okay. Question number 8 is finished with. Now, interestingly, this is a brilliant feature at this week's Play Expo, or last week's Play Expo. It's the first UK showing of the prototype for the Mini Vectrex. The Mini Vectrex, obviously the one on the left. An actual Vectrex, not unlike the one under this table right now, is on the right. Both are lit up with a game on them. And they look beautiful, don't they? So the Mini Vectrex Kickstarter is coming soon, and we're going to make sure that you know all about that. Because Chris is behind it, the guy who helped with our own Kickstarter. Thank you so much for Dr. Oculus's cheers. That's really nice of you, man. That's really cool. That pushed our hype train up. Well, that's really cool, yeah. Cool. I see how it works now. I'm starting to understand it. Right, I see. It's an incentive to make people drop cheers. Right, okay. Yeah, I think you should get one, Bruce. And I put it up because this question, number 9, relates to the Vectrex. And the question is, pre-installed game on the Vectrex that was re-released bug-free as a cartridge. So they had a game on the Vectrex that they released, right? And it obviously didn't work that well, because they then had to re-release it a year or so later as an actual plug-in cartridge. And the reason they gave for that release was that it was bug-free. That's really interesting. Okay. So there we go. That's the question. What was the game, though? Mindstorm, Scramble, Berserk, or Space Wars? Mindstorm, Scramble, Berserk, or Space Wars? Lanzarote, oh my god. Yeah, Lanzarote. The reason there's not many people, and thank you for calling me a legend, I love that. I don't know how true it is, but I really appreciate it. So, Instagram has a weird algorithm. There's actually a ton of people on Instagram. I keep talking to them, but they pop in, they pop out. And I guess it's something to do with the culture of Instagram, the interface. Not a lot of people hang around. But there's a ton of people. We've got 467 viewers in total on X, on YouTube, on Twitch, Facebook. I'm not sure if Facebook's working today, because I've got a little bit of a pop-up, but it might be. And on Instagram. So that's why it might not look like there's a lot of people on Instagram. Instagram does a weird thing with the numbers, dude. Because I'm looking at you all now. I've got Samantha Tooth Fairy. Samantha the Tooth Fairy. Phosphor's there, Nelson's there, James Othick is with us, Retro 95 Prodigy. Lanzarote, thank you so much for your kind words. It's good to see you. I'd like to know if you are still singing in Lanzarote, because I used to like your Instagram content. Okay, so you've answered question number 9 and question number 10. Another book by the author whose famous book inspired Robotron 2084. This is really interesting. Another book by the author whose famous book inspired Robotron 2084. Not an easy question, this. Fahrenheit 182, Animal Farm, Ender's Game, or Neuromancer. So one of those books inspired Robotron 20. Sorry. A book by an author who wrote one of those books inspired that game. Does that make sense? So I'll just read the question again because it's a little bit tricky. By design, another book by the author whose famous book inspired Robotron 2084. That's it. Maz Kelly by The Sea has just joined. Good to see you. So you're all busily popping in your answers to this. The final question, ladies and gentlemen, in this evening's Way of the Exploding quiz. As you know, if you're OG, it used to be called the Rad Quiz when I did a show with the amazing Trista, aka Bex. Big shout out to Bex if you're listening, or if you know Bex, make sure you say hello to her because we love Bex to bits. Some good tunes tonight coming from my UK Garage playlist, which I ought to really publish. The thing is, it's not on a kind of internet platform that most people use. It's part of my Epidemic subscription. But we love it. We absolutely love it. El Jefe just joined us. Oh, that's absolutely awesome. I love you, El Jefe. Good to see you. Right, we're going to pop back now and we're going to look at the answers to the quiz. Let's have a look. Okay, so name the host of the MTV Most Wanted show, 1992 to 1995. Okay, so what was the name of the host of Most Wanted? It was, of course, Ray Cokes. Ray Cokes. I used to love that show. I probably watched more of that on MTV than I did anything else. I'd never met him, but I always used to think he was a really cool guy, really natural, really easy to watch. So if you got that right, you know the drill. You're right, like some have, like Tiny Devil or Duncan Sample. 1/1 into chat, or Putty Cat has done it. 1/1 into chat, and we'll know that you got it right. Oh, Lanzarote Singer says, 23 years. Think I'll DM you about 5 years. I DM'd you about 5 years ago, and you replied straight away. Grew up on you, dude. He says, didn't buy any gadgets unless you gave the okay. Keep doing you. It works, brother. Lanzarote Singer, that's a lovely thing to say. Thank you. You should definitely check out the Gadget Show podcast, and I say that to everyone listening, which we're in our 3rd series or 4th series now, and it's available on YouTube and Spotify and probably other places like Apple and stuff. Recording a new episode tomorrow with the amazing Susie. So check that out if you're not aware of it. 1 out of 1 for Prof Giles, middle-aged gamer guy. Also for Eds, Rob. John May gets 0 out of 1. Janet gets 1. Well done to everyone. Okay, question number 2. Dave Stewart is from which band? He is, of course, synonymous with the Eurythmics. Give us a 2 out of 2 if you got the first 2 right, or a 1 out of 2 if you've got only 1 right so far. Like Tiny Devil Games, 2 out of 2. Bruise, Putty Cat, I Quail. 1 so far for John. Well done, John. Rob gets 2 on YouTube. Psychic Janet, 2 as well. Numpty gets 2. Doing well tonight, folks. Let's get number 3. Let's have a look. Which EastEnders character shot Phil Mitchell in the infamous 2001 storyline? So was Phil Mitchell shot by Zoe Slater, Lisa Shaw, Steve Owen, or Pat Evans? It was, of course, Lisa Shaw. The idea of Pat Evans shooting anyone, that would not work, would it? Pat! So well done if you got that right or wrong. It doesn't matter. Give us your score. Floof is on 3 out of 3 so far. So is Darth Fargle, Prof Giles, Ren. iQuail, middle-aged gamer guys on 2. Tiny Devil Games on 3. And Bruce and Putty Cat. Duncan. Ed's on 3. Rather groovy stuff. Well done, team. Excellent work. Duncan on 3. Putty on 3. Fosper doing pretty well. Nelson, no strikes just yet, but that's because you started late, right? Phosphor, though, on 3 out of 3. Luke Spurdal, or Luke Spurdle, and Malt Mates, Low Brum, 1963. Just joined us on Instagram. Okay. Question number 4. Name the fictional newspaper published by the characters in Press Gang. It was, of course, the Junior Gazette. We're going to move quickly on. So give it a score. Wait to give me your scores out of 5, if that's okay. Who produced Pete Burns' You Spin Me Around Like a Record? You can still put your 4s out of 4s or whatever, your 3 out of 4s up there. It's fine. Who produced You Spin Me Round Like a Record? It was, of course, an epic production of Stock, Aitken and Waterman. So give us a score out of 5. Oh, well done. Someone had a great coaching session. Just saw that pop up. Good to hear. 3 out of 5 for middle-aged gamer guy. 5 out of 5 for Duncan. Putty Cat, Tiny Devil Games. John May on 3. Ed's on 5. Well done. Rob on 4. Great scores so far. 5 out of 5 for Ken, Putty Cat, Duncan. And Phosphor, 1 for Nelson. So you're on the scoreboard, bro. Well done. Seems you came, say, late to the party. That's incredibly impressive. Which of these bands is Trevor Horn famous for producing? Frankie, Rick Ashley, Erasure, or Pet Shop Boys? The answer is Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Not easy, that. Not easy. Difficult. You can always have a guess, but definitely not easy, this one. Ren is on 6 out of 6. Well done to you, sir. Duncan's on 6 too. Bruce saying that they picked up a copy of Welcome to the Pleasure Dome on vinyl recently. Great album. Great, I love it. What is it about vinyl? We love it. 6 for Duncan and Ken, aka Tiny Devil Games. Numpty 2. 4 for middle-aged gamer guy. Quail gets 5. Ren gets 6. Eds is on 5 out of 6. Janet also on 5 out of 6. So head to head across 2 different platforms. One on X, one on YouTube. Crossing over to where's my mouse? Instagram. Insta. 1 out of 6 for Nelson, 6 out of 6 for Phosphor. Wow, some high scores today. We're going to get some high scores. 7 out of 7. I never seen you look like this without a reason. There you go. That's my impersonation of Big Country. And yes, there was a lot of chat around this in the answers, which is always interesting because sometimes it can inform other people, but it's great. I love the enthusiasm. Absolutely love it. Flute Monkey, 6 out of 7. Ren, 7 out of 7. So same for Bruce. Putty, Tiny Devil, 6 for I Quail. Rob on YouTube, also getting 6, 7 for Vono Box. Well done. One of our new names. Great Chevy on board. 7 for Phosphor and 2 for Nelson. So you're doing quite well. Sarah, yo. Sarah is in the house. I also went to a footy game. And Lee B came and told him I've known him for a decade. That's amazing. Well done, Sarah. Lovely to hear that. It's great. Absolutely marvellous. Right, question number 8. What instrument was used for the signature sound of Big Country? That was, believe it or not, a electric guitar attempting to sound like bagpipes. It was an electric guitar. And there's some really interesting stuff on YouTube where people put it through the same process and produce the same incredible sound. Such a moving sound, isn't it? Bruce obviously knew that because they've got 8 out of 8. Very, very, very good. So good. Garfargle on 7. Iquel on 6. Here's a Bradbury Sarah. Yes, indeed. 6 for Floof and Monkey. Janet gets 6. Epic stuff. Tiny Devil Games dropping 1 point there. Very interesting, that 7. And Darth Fargle 2, both on 7 out of 8. Ed's on 5. Great band, says Vono Box. John May on 4 out of 8. Numpty still with the full 8, which is really, really impressive. Good grief. Bruise 93 just subs, ladies and gentlemen. That's absolutely epic. Thank you so much. Hang on a minute. The incredible Sarah just gifted a sub to Bruise. It says here that Sarah has gifted 13 subs to this channel. Sarah, that is really touching. That's absolutely incredible. Can everyone say thank you, Sarah? That would be really sweet of you if you could. Because Sarah is an absolute sweetheart. TY Sarah. Whoa, with lots of exclamation marks. Loads and loads of love to you. Thank you so much. Amazing. Incredible. What a thing. Pre-installed game on the Vectrex that was re-released later. Bug-free as an additional cartridge. Although I'm guessing you probably still have to pay for it. Well, it doesn't matter that it was re-released. We know that the pre-installed game on the Vectrex is Mindstorm. It's actually the game, cheekily enough, that they're playing, I think, on the right hand, certainly on the right-hand large Vectrex. The truth is, because I don't have the gel screens that have been so beautifully printed and slid into the large Vectrex on the right, maybe even a little one, I don't know what Mindstorm looks like with the gel and all the colours and that neon light, which is another add-on that they were showing off at the show. So I think that's what it is. Just Ken, if you're in chat, let me know. Is that Mindstorm that we're looking at there? I think it probably is. Anyway, well done. The answer to the question, regardless, is Mindstorm. Hello, Barney Works. Nice to have you on board from Instagram. Yes, Nelson. But that's why it's rewarding, my friend. Still doing very, very well, though. Considering how late you came, getting scores on the doors is really impressive. Well done. And it's the final question, ladies and gentlemen. So where are we? Who have we got with, so far, 9 out of 9? We've got a Bruise on the cards, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a Bruise with 9 out of 9. I'm looking for more 9 out of 9s. Have we got anyone else? We've got an 8 out of 9, which could be a contender for Bruise. We've got several 8 out of 9s in the shape of Darth Fargle. Oh, no, Numpty McNumpty Face is also up there. But I'd still say that with 8, Darth Fargle, Tiny Devil Games, a.k.a. Ken, and Ren could still mount a challenge, as could Vono Box. But out in the lead right now, Bruise 93 and Numpty McNumpty Face could be our winners. As we reveal question 10, another book by the author whose famous book inspired Robotron 2084. So, an author who wrote a book inspired that game. It was part of the plethora of inspirations that they've talked about in interviews for the game. The author was, of course, George Orwell. The book that inspired elements, whatever, of Robotron was, of course, 1984, hence the title Robotron 2084. And so another book by the author, meaning the correct answer, is Animal Farm. Animal Farm, ladies and gentlemen. So what have we got? I'm looking, first of all, to Bruise to see if we have a 10 out of 10 and Numpty McNumpty Face. Numpty drops at the last hurdle. Oh my God, it comes in with an incredible and a hugely respectable 9, as does Ken Fargle. And Bruise, based on the 84 in the name, does, as they have done so many times, blow our minds, ladies and gentlemen, with a win. That is absolutely incredible. Hugely impressive stuff. I'm so impressed by that. Wow, what a thing. To be able to pull that off is truly remarkable. The brilliant Bruise 93, ladies and gents, doing their stuff once again. What can I say? So, well done to iQuail. Numpty McNumptyface, of course, coming in second. But Tiny Devil Games, Darth Fargle, all of you. Floof Monkey, the amazing Duncan Middle-Aged Gamer Guy, John May. Eds, of course, well done. With your 5 out of 10. Janet with a 6. Epic stuff. The brilliant Sarah, thank you so much for the gifted sub. The great Nelson for coming in at the last minute and doing their thing. Oh, wow, I just pressed... Hang on, where have you gone? Oh, no. Do you know what I've just done? I've just pressed a button on my mouse that I didn't realise, and it's actually ended the Instagram stream. But anyway, it was the end of the show. Thank you, Skewy Cat. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, iQuail. All your lovely comments are really appreciated. Night all, says Rob H. Night indeed. I'll see you all in the week. I'll be making sure that I keep you up to speed with the new episode of the Gadget Show podcast, which we're recording tomorrow. Floof Monkey, I believe I'm seeing you on Thursday night along with Tiny Devil Games. That should be fun for a special internet thing. Maybe we could tell everyone about that next week if we actually end up doing it. They might find it interesting. Well done. Well done, everyone. I'll be back, same place, same time next week for more Wave the Exploding Show. I will give you the merch link. I will. Floof, thank you for the big up. But we're not ready for that yet. It'll be a couple of weeks. Okay, great to see you. Have a great show, guys. Have a great week, guys, and I'll see you next week.